Welcome back to an all-new Let It Rip. Tonight, special guest Michael Getz from Iowa.
I'm special despite being a guest.
Special guest. Special.
That needs.
I mean, only because you have your ears like that.
Head special needs in charge.
It's only because you have your ears like that.
Oh, I can change my hat. It doesn't work that well with this one.
You can't change during the podcast.
It's good luck. Okay. So we are building a webinar. We are building all sorts of stuff, Jake. We have so many things going on right now. How lost do you feel in the sauce?
It's, when you go down that aisle in the grocery store and you got your Stubbs, you've got your G Hughes, you've got your Kraft. It's a lot of sauces.
I try to keep it on the outside. Don't do much aisling.
So you don't eat condiments?
Katie makes most of our condiments, man.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
show my shaking, bacon, bucking, shaking, caking. Speaking of, you know what I'm missing on this new season of Shake and Bake?
Co-chef.
Not even close. not even in the fucking spectrum.
Okay. I'm on the spectrum, so that would be a helpful hand that would complicate the process.
No, man, we're missing Jake Shake. Jake Shake.
So Shake and Bake shakes with Jake.
No. Did you watch season 1?
A little bit.
You don't remember Jake Shake?
No, I don't remember most of anything from last week.
Jake Shake was a thing. It was the seasonings I used.
Okay.
I was supposed to mass produce them and make millions off of it.
How'd that go?
I never mass produced it and I never made the millions off of it.
Still on the to-do list.
Yeah. It's one of the, it's a very saturated market with the seasonings, Michael.
I don't want to hear saturated market. We talk about that shit with people every damn day.
Do you think I give a fuck what's saturated and what's not? But I will say, polluted. It's polluted.
It's a polluted industry.
There's some really good seasonings out there. A lot of good seasonings out there.
Okay.
But Jake Shake was good. It was a good seasoning.
Was it specific measurements or was the secret sauce having no actual designated?
No, so I had my general. My general is your salt, pepper, garlic. That's the base. That's the base on anything. And if you folks listen at home, don't use a salt, pepper, garlic base on your stuff. You are fucking up. But no, man, it was that was my base. But then, like, let's say we went Mexican. You throw in your cumin and cayenne.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some white pepper. But if you went Italian, you threw in some of that basil and that parsley and that oregano.
Yeah.
So with specific measurements to really amplify the palate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's different from other seasoning mixes?
It's made with love, Michael.
Oh, well, that's all you had to say. You didn't say that as a primary ingredient, Jake.
To be honest, it was the branding.
Oh.
It was the logo, the mission statement, the core values, the brand identity, everything that made it the brand essential seasoning.
It's what makes it stand out. Going back to breaking down Liquid Death, what's the primary ingredient in Liquid Death's product?
Purified H2O.
That's right. Just like anything else. What makes it awesome?
But Mama said it's a high quality H2O.
I don't know why they didn't market that as a water brand.
They're cut. Steve, edit that part. We got some work to do. Another business plan. Because they don't have us as their branding and marketing expertise.
Yet.
But my mama said.
Yep.
Because Adam Sandler would probably sue the living shit out of us because he's dog shit.
We'll reach out to Happy Madison one day.
Right?
They missed a really good opportunity there.
It could still happen. He didn't have many more movies in him, I don't think.
They're coming out like fucking wildfire on Netflix.
Yeah, it's AI, Mike.
I don't see why that matters.
It doesn't. But yeah, when you start to think of how fast they're creating these damn movies, you know what I mean? Like, or just, it's like you got the clips for season 3. It's like, just put out season 3. What are you waiting for? Just put it out. It's already filmed. We know they film 1 through 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
Why make you wait?
Here's why. It's the last drug that doesn't have a meth base that they can build suspense with. Everything else is immediate gratification.
Yeah.
You want it, you got it. The last thing they have left to hold away from you to build suspense is television series and movies.
It's going to be like, remember when we were kids, here for all the 80s babies out there, it's like you had to sit through how many commercials, and then you had to wait the following week for the next episode, and now here we are, 2025. It's like we have to wait a whole month for a whole nother season so we could binge watch in 8 fucking hours? That's bullshit.
Yep. I mean, the fact you have to pay more to not get commercials again is like, it's just a newer version of the same shit it's always been. Dude,
they're coming out with movies. Dude, they're coming out with new platforms faster than they're coming out with movies. Have you realized, like, started with Netflix, and then it was like Prime, and now there's Paramount, and then there's Peacock, and then there's fucking, like, you start watching all the trailers for these new shows, like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch it. You click, it's like, download this new app. It's like, woo. It's all one platform. They're just doing it to us to just make that extra $9.99. Get that free trial. But guess what? You're going to forget about that free trial in about 2 months. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this $12.99 charge I got from Honolulu fucking platform?
Dude, here's kind of the crazy thing about it. And yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I finally started looking at my own finances after 20 years of not giving a shit. And I was like, I don't know what any of this stuff means. But here's the fascinating thing that dawned on me, because you're hearing about this merger potentially of WB and Netflix, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Netflix came out right about the same time Amazon did. Amazon was first with books. Mm-hmm. Netflix did the exact same thing where they would mail movies directly to you.
Yep.
Netflix is finally getting around to trying to corner a market. It makes sense. Like, why it took so long, I have no idea. But Prime, Amazon started doing it originally because they acquired, you can partner with Paramount Plus, Disney, with, no, not Disney, HBO, and some other ones or whatever. They're just really starting to like implement monopolies in a lot of things. The same thing's happening in the tattoo industry. Same thing happened in music, where there aren't all these record labels. There's 3 primary holders of a magnitude of different record labels, just like in tattooing. There's not a bunch of ink companies. There's 3 different holders of a magnitude of ink companies. The only thing about it is the branding of the label, and it's all the exact same product.
We could go deeper. I mean, it's like the supplement industry, peptide industry. We all know. It's all coming from the same. It's just the branding. It's the message. It's the storytelling.
And why people push back so much on this shit not being the most important element of any brand, any product, any deliverable. Like, if you're in e-commerce, if you're in coaching, if you're in any sort of mentorship, if you deliver a service of any sort, this is always going to be the one deciding element that makes you relevant and significant. You just sent me the thing on Instagram of the guy saying that value-based content is dead. And in my opinion, it always has been, because it's always the same tips, the same hacks, the same tricks that they heard from somebody else, repeated, reworded, and none of it works because it all started 3 months ago. So you getting it now means it's already dead in the dirt. The one thing we've always been good at is not wanting to give you tips and tricks, but to just tell you exactly what the fuck is what and how we feel. You do it because you're a very positive guy. I do it because I'm an asshole that just doesn't pull punches. Yeah. So when you don't water it down here, but you add that extra Jake shake over here, you got that real good 2-course meal of delight. All right, what's going on, guys? I wanted to cut in on this video really quick to extend the offer for you to come in and work with the Force of Focus in a much more community-based level. Now, all of the information that I provide here is extremely valuable and important for you to know about the industry that you're in, but being able to work in a room full of artists who are all not only applying the systems, but keeping each other accountable changes the entire trajectory of your success and of your scalability. So if this is something you're interested in, we're going to attach the link down below in the description. Let us know if you have any questions. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, but make sure that you are willing to roll the dice. You have to be able to get up and get out. You have to be able to play the game, not just ride the bench. And this is exactly where you can do that. It's not your run-of-the-mill program. This is community approach. This is how we work together and we navigate the sea of uncertainty in this creative career path. I cannot wait to see you in there with us.
Yeah. Well, it's just like when one thing starts trending, so everyone jumps on the trending train just to see if they'll go viral from that one stupid thing. It's like, I forget the actor's name. He's in a bunch of shit. He was actually in Landmine. He had the morning show, but the one where it's like they're showing the drug or whatever, and they lean back, and then all of a sudden it's homie in the rave, like doing one of these. I can't think of the actor. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I don't.
You haven't. You had to have seen it.
I'm doing the podcast thing where I'm just agreeing. I like to keep motion on my side of the screen. Otherwise, I just blankly.
What I'm talking about. No, but there's a meme. But it's just like it started about a week ago, and then like now people are doing it. And now it's like every other slide. It's like, you guys like get it. You know, it's like showing the fucking Thanksgiving. We're all eating the same fucking turkey, dude. We all see the Thanksgiving dinner. We don't need to post your fucking stuffing. You know, but that's kind of like when a trending reel goes viral, dude, and everybody jumps on it to see if they can capture that one participation ribbon, dude, of like going viral. And it's just like, you fell off so hard on your brand right now just to try and get that little piece of the pie. It's like, was it worth it? Was it worth making that stupid fucking video?
I'm taking an active approach to talk as much shit, not just because I'm a dick, but to talk as much shit about that stuff as I possibly can, because you start to see these seminars that people are hosting, like how to be more of an influencer. And the influencer shit died in 2023. Now it's just influencers trying to grasp at straws to teach you what they learned about influencing when it's no longer relevant because they need to milk it for all it's worth. You know, there's a tattoo convention or a tattoo seminar that happens where it's a bunch of people teaching you about nothing that actually performs for you yourself for long-term success. It's all the entire thing, front to back, side to side, immediate gratification and motivation that will not get you any further than the end of that weekend experience. And it sucks because people rely so heavily on going back to the immediate gratification. What's going to give you the most immediate gratification for a short term to give you symptom alleviation, but never the cure for actual growth? When the one thing that's never changed in business is go back to when we were kids in the 80s. What made a mom and pop shop relevant? The mom and pop, the story of how inviting it was, the decor, it was the branding of it. They didn't know it was branding then, but they were at least confident enough to know what it was that they delivered, the attitude in which they brought, the inviting element of the environment, and all those things. It's still relevant today, but it's the one thing that people they refuse to lock in on because they prefer to stay flexible. And by that, it's just they refuse to stay consistent.
Yeah. No, it goes the same way with any mentor that just tells you post more and that's the game strategy. Fucking run. Run as far as you fucking can.
Yep.
Anyway, if you paying somebody just to tell you to post more, like, get lost, dude. Like, at this point. But I will say, like, based off the whole influencer thing, like, I'm not a hater on influencers. I'm a hater on the influencers that aren't putting out enough real factual shit or just bullshitting. I love the people like you call that, but I will say the content creator world we're going to see a big shift in it. You know what I mean? Especially with this new Warner Brother Netflix deal, we're seeing Disney signing with OpenAI, and
all that.
And just like the Chili's commercial that I said with the girl that made that viral content, now Chili's, broke half their marketing budget by paying creators to make their ads instead of these overproduced epic style reels and ads. It's going to be a content creator world sooner than later. It already is. You know what I mean? So anyone that could create good content or utilize AI for making money, that's the game. That's the game, and we're going to see a big shift.
Well, and people have been saying that for the past year. Like, the faster you can master AI, the faster you can actually scale and remain relevant, because it's the one thing. I mean, if you remember way back when, people would push against the internet, people would push against all these transitions that were occurring and everything. AI is the one thing, just like the internet, where the minute it opens up, shit's not going anywhere. And you know what? I love it. You know why, Jake? Because I fucking love making shit on AI. Shit's fun as shit. I don't want to find myself in the midst of a zombie apocalypse any faster than I have to, but God knows I can make that shit look real good on AI. You and I are out there fucking shit up in this zombie apocalypse, and we look good doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's like, Gary Vee's always got to get perspective. He's always one step ahead of the curve. And, day trading attention, like, when he came out and he said it's going to be a social media buyer's market, dude, for the TikTok shops, and now we're seeing it more on Instagram. I think we're going that route, and those people creating those videos, and it's good. It's getting people on camera, and it's getting people telling their stories. It's getting people to utilize things that you never thought you'd want or want to buy. It's like Home Shopping Network, but fucking on social media.
Yeah, I bought in on that. Like, I got a couple of the weird random workout things that was on TikTok just to see how they work.
Yeah.
They're things.
Are they good?
I don't know if they work yet, but they're things, and I get tired of shit using them. And so here's kind of another thing, especially because we're converting Force of Focus and Flagship into an apparel brand as well. Instead of worrying about marketing material for Instagram, just based on that information, we should lean way heavier into TikTok shop attached to drop shipping and just show the apparel on TikTok. Do you use TikTok at all?
I do. I'm not I post on there, but I don't do anything on it. I'm not relevant.
I'm rarely consistent on it, and that's kind of the thing I've always realized. After it bangs, I always wish I woulda. You know what I mean? But I always pushed against it. It was like, well, I'm doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's the people who are late to the dance that never get as far as they should have.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a good idea for, if we're going to start doing the Force of Focus apparel, the flagship apparel, we just do it there. At least that is what that's designated for. That's what that's dedicated to. We talk about the brand, the mission, the message, how dope the apparel is. We can do it with Second Life. We can do it with Force. We can do it with whatever we want. But one thing about social media is knowing the value that it is. If you're doing the same thing on every social media platform, you're missing the mark completely. And I think that's kind of one big issue. I think that's one big issue that a lot of people face, is they just keep doing the same. Like, you pull your trends from TikTok over to Instagram and you wonder why you suck.
It's a different language for each platform. I'm guilty of it because I don't take the time to speak the language in each one. I just post. But I'm not trying to grow on either platform, I'm just staying relevant. I got friends, family, people that watch. I just throw it up there. I throw the Hail Mary. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. No rhyme, no reason. Yeah. I know the rhymes. I know the reasons. I know how to do it. I just choose not to. Not for any other reason that I know my focus. I know where my focus is at. But yeah, I definitely think in a shopper's world or buyer's market, anyone with an apparel company, anyone with a tangible item to be selling on the internet should be relevant on TikTok, and they should know how to play the game on TikTok. Yep. And get your things in the hands of people that know what they're doing on TikTok.
Yeah. And we had that conversation. The difference between like Winner's Circle and Force of Focus is Winner's Circle is not a face-to-face buyer seller market. It's a digital service that you're selling. So selling how to show up on social media is as valuable as it is to know how to sell on social media. Whereas a tattoo artist, showing up on social media is equally as valuable. But if you don't know how to communicate in person, you'll never be able to sell a one-to-one product. Yeah. And understanding the difference between the two.
We do have a couple clients in person, brick and mortar. But yeah, it goes both ways. They need to know how to show up, how to own the gym, and that's where I come in, having a successful gym for so long. I'm able to relate to them, what I did, the mistakes I made.
Yeah.
What worked, what didn't work. Same thing.
What were the mistakes you made, Jake?
The mistakes I made?
Yeah, what were the mistakes you made?
I would say the biggest mistakes were, I guess they weren't even mistakes. Trial and error, doing things and fucking up, growing too fast, adding too many things too quickly, too many amenities too fast. And I didn't really know, I didn't know a thing about marketing.
Yeah.
Through ads, I did my door to door. I did the guerrilla marketing stuff. I think that, and I was a little alpha. I was a little bit alpha.
I mean, like you were a tiny alpha?
Not tiny, no. I was a big alpha.
Oh, okay. You were.
What's a tiny alpha?
I don't know. You said you were a little alpha, so I just kind of imagined you as like one of those angry little Frenchies who just so happens to run the pack.
Like I had some really good workers. I didn't give them the trust they needed to take some of the tasks, daily tasks. So I did a lot. Until I burned myself out. Mm-hmm. Ran the books, ran the internet, ran the classes, ran the cleaning, ran the scheduling, and I had really good employees. I just never gave them I never delegated those tasks to them. And ultimately that's what burned me out, was spending 10 to 12 hours there a day, coming in on Sundays and mopping. That I was the friend boss. Mm-hmm. I wasn't the hard ass boss. I was the like, everyone knows everything going on kind of thing.
Yep.
Which is always a mistake, but I stayed true to it. Like I was like, they knew how much money was coming in, how much money was going out, when they got, So there's a lot of things, and that's why I'm excited to, for the future to possibly open up another facility,
Yeah. Well, I think being able to take a lot of that value into future endeavors, because some things you genuinely can't teach. You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of things that need to be learned hands-on that someone just can't educate you on, because some people, they can hear it, but they don't understand the application. Because I mean, there's a lot of things that we talk about that require you to go balls to the wall, face in the dirt for you to be able to know how to get back up and keep moving on that path.
It's like the cleaning walkthrough. You know what I mean? If somebody goes out of their way to say, if I come in and they know exactly how I want that place to look at 9 o'clock in the morning when I walk through those doors, and they come up and approach me and say, man, hey, Jake, gym's spotless, man, clean as shit, did my rounds, because that's what I had everyone do. You go in, no matter if you're a coach, you go in, you do a round. You check for toilet paper, check for a dirty bathroom, you check for shit on the floor, empty water bottles from the previous class, or whatever it is. I had a checklist. So if somebody came up to me and they're like, dude, Jake, it's clean, it's spotless in here, I'm like, oh yeah? Take a walk with me. And they're like, oh, fuck. They knew right the fuck. I'm like, oh, here, come show me. Go in the bathroom. What's that? Oh, I was just about to do that. Like, no toilet paper on the roll. Oh, I was just about to do that. Okay, cool. Walk again. Pick up a couple water bottles. Oh, dude, fuck, those just got there. Okay, walk a little bit more. And we had a lot of chalk and shit, and there'd be barbells and plates and all this stuff. I mean, it was a 9,000 square foot facility. So it'd be a good walk. It'd be a good, 40-minute walk. You know what I mean? I'd be like, all right, come here. Like, oh, dude, okay. Don't come up to me and tell me it's spotless when you know my ass is going to come and do my own lap and make sure I want this up to my par. So, but no, those were little things, Yeah, but it was a blast, dude. It was a blast.
I miss that. There was something in the tattoo industry that used to exist, and it was everyone understanding what the requirements were. Yeah. And even though it used to be degenerate punk rock dipshittery, we knew that we were showing up and everybody had to do this shit before we get started. There was no question about it. There was no, I don't wanna. We fucking knew it. Yeah. At the end of the night, we had such a good time closing the shop together, partying, having a good time. Everybody would just make sure the shit got done the right way the first time so we could get out, go have more of a good time. I feel like a lot of that, at least in the more modern studios that are very cut, dry, and rigid, it's all dead. And I think what's fun about being able to work with you and this whole flagship as a cult movement aspect is bringing a lot of that gritty, rough, fuck it, let's have fun, but get real professional while we do it. Yeah. I've had a lot of fun even having those conversations, because it reminds me of parts of the glory days that I appreciate, but reminds me of the things from the glory days on why I became more professional around those things.
You know, and it's funny you brought that up, dude. The other day I was driving, and you see a lot of those memes of like, hey, we're in the 90s. Back then, we just used to play until the streetlights came on. Hey, none of us had cell phones, so we just sit around and talk. Hey, all of us met with our butt. You know, like I see those, and I'm like, we always sit there and fantasize about how good the 80s were, how good the 90s were, how good it was when I was on tour, how good it was when I used to close the shop up and we'd party. And I'm sitting there just kind of like my whole thought process. I'm like, why? Why the fuck not do that? Why not do that?
Yeah.
Why not make the Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory? If you want a fucking fire pole coming down from your office onto a fucking half pipe, why don't you do it? And I started thinking, I'm like, what made the 80s so good? What made the 90s so good? What made my tour life so good? I made it that good.
Yeah.
I made those memories.
Yep.
And here I am at 40, not dead yet, 43. What? And I just, something flipped on me. And I'm like, why shouldn't I be able to look back in my 60s and go, man, my 40s were the best time of my fucking life. I have that power. Anybody has that power. So when we sit there and we say, man, the 80s were so good, it's like, no, because you had a good fucking time, because you made a good fucking time.
Yeah. Well, you didn't feel so defeated, you know. And the thing is about life now, man. Like,
well, everybody wants to blame the goddamn government or the religion or the politics or this and that.
Yeah.
When it's like, in reality, take a look in the fucking mirror. Are you happy? You can be pissed off at Trump or Biden or fucking whoever and the Palestine and all the things going, but like, take a look in the mirror, buddy.
Yep.
Are you the problem or is everyone else the fucking problem? Because when I took a hard look at myself, it's like, I'm part of the problem. I'm not going to complain about everything else when I know I'm not doing everything to my best ability.
Yeah. No, and I couldn't agree more with that. And I think the funny thing about it is, like, we think about all these different things that we have to be doing to be able to get ourselves back to a certain place. Or you can just fucking do it. Yeah. You can just make the decision. Like, this is how I would prefer to be. This is how I would prefer to act. This is how I would prefer to approach situations. And I have really, and I think it was a good conversation you and I had about this, where it's like, you know what? I'm ready to get really fucking weird and aggressive about some shit again.
Yeah.
You know, like, even on the call the other night, we'd asked Amy, like, what's the perception you have of us? It's like, and I'm cool with that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I get it, because I'm not angry when I do it anymore. For a while, I was jaded.
Yeah.
And I'm just having fun.
It's all you can do. It's all you can do, man. And I bullshitted myself, even in my 20s, my 30s, dude. And, you know, it's like, even now, I mean, there's still a lot of shit I can do, but I tell people, dude, I'm like, stop fucking blaming everybody else and blame your goddamn self. You can do whatever. And I hate it, because I used to hate that saying. You can be anything you want if you just put your mind to it. But it's so factual. It's so fucking true. And anytime you can get upset with anything going on, look at fucking your life. Look at what your daily reps are. Did you make your fucking bed this morning? Because I know I'm a piece of shit. If I know my wife gets up and I'm still in bed, and she has like an early meeting, and I get up and I don't go make that bed, I look at that bed and I'm like, you're a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit. Go make
You
that
are
bed.
a piece of shit.
I am a piece of fucking shit. I've gotten better. But you know what I mean? Like, it's those daily little habits, dude. Like, I did that real while back about like morning routines, and you talk to somebody about their morning routine, and it's like, no, dude, I'm not talking about like fasted cardio and your fucking ice bath or writing in your journal. It's like, what do you do every morning? You just get up, eat breakfast, walk out the door, go to your cubicle? Like, is there something that you specifically do that's going to make your day better?
Yeah.
So those are the things I like preaching now, man.
I think the big the big conversation that I want to have about that is, you and I talked the other day about what it would be like just to get back out on the road and actually boots on the ground market, like regional tours and shit. If you really think about it, Jake, money aside, what's stopping us?
I don't know.
We should do that.
I know you want to do it.
I mean, think about it. We take Let Her Rip on the road. We really go hard into flagship on what the big dream is. There's nothing about it.
I was thinking about it though, dude. Like, I want like a 1973 like Dodge Caravan, like with the bubble window in the back and the fur and the shag carpet. My dad had one, but that's our tour van. They get into the shady like old like 70s van.
Yeah,
shag carpet. Like get on the little bench seat with the little ats, and we got cigarettes, smoking in the
dude. I could airbrush a wizard fighting a tiger, riding a dragon on the side of that bitch, and we can just go to town to town.
It's either that or a Firebird T-top with He-Man on the fucking.
There are two sides and a front.
What?
There's so many spots on a van that you can paint whatever the fuck you want.
But
I will.
but a T-Bird with a T-top would look so much cooler.
Oh, going from place to place.
The old He-Man car.
Oh yeah,
Is that He-Man?
could have
Kinda
been.
like dark. What's that old TV show?
Yeah,
Dark
with the
Rider. Dark Rider. Well, there's
Night Rider. That's
Knight Rider.
that's something different.
No,
That's something
I
different.
know the difference between He-Man and that other one. But yeah, dude, it could happen, and that's why I'm so excited about the possibilities of our business plan for next year and what we've got in the radar. Because once an in-person collective or HubSpot is created, the opportunities are endless.
Yep.
Being here, running business from this, yeah. But that is the beauty of online, is we can run it from anywhere.
Yeah.
I do a podcast from first class on my way out to Des Moines. You know what I mean?
Well, here's kind of the cool part about online that I think a lot of people have a hard time connecting is the reality that you can build a business model and a business plan anywhere you want on social media with the intent to funnel back to a brick and mortar because everyone else is afraid of doing anything tangible now. And that's kind of what we're doing. Everything we're designing here is to give, at least in the Force and Flagship, is to give people the tools and the resources to be able to utilize the social media as a tool to be able to positively impact brick and mortar. And we're just doing that at large scale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everyone we're working with, everyone we're talking to, everything we're talking about is all fundamental frameworks of what it is we're going to do at mass.
Yeah. Well, I think just having an in-person hub in our vision, it's only going to multiply our online presence because it'll just be more social proof. It'd be like,
Yep.
We've accomplished this, we've got this, and we've got this, and it's just going to blow some minds because, yeah, I could talk about my gym all day long, but I don't throw up photos. Like nobody was capturing that moment. I didn't do lives, but I could just talk. It's like the old fucking Hail Mary fucking back. I had 4 touchdowns back in my day. Yeah, okay, old man. Like, but once they see you build a business from the ground up, like brick and mortar, especially being absent for so long, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And my family turned on the Christmas lights without me. I've been working on those for 4 days, and I saw them turn on. It was supposed to be the Griswold.
Did you tell them to turn it off?
I was like, honey, drum roll. They just drum rolled without me. Yeah, it was like, what are you doing?
Okay, we got to go.